broadcasting?
I don't know. Okay, so wow, this might suck. So I'm gonna repeat this quickly. Apparently, it said our recording had been terminated. I don't know why, which means we may have missed out a bunch of what we did. So if you guys watched it, well, good for you. But
this is the worst Christmas.
This is the worst Christmas ever. What's going on?
We gotta get that elf to answer this.
Man, we just read a whole chunk of the Creepy Porpoise tale with voices and drawings and everything, and I don't know when the internet claimed to have crashed because they don't give me time codes for this.
Aww.
Why would you stop recording? I don't get it. You just drink the thing with the paper in it. Okay, good luck for you. Yeah, we're still being broadcasted, but now all you guys who missed out on it won't be able to see everything we just did, and now it kind of makes me sad, because there's some funny stuff. Katie's just coughing out some paper. We'll be right back. USTREAM, I'm waging war on you. That's it. Live stream, or streamcast, or livecast stream. We're doing that instead. Freaking USTREAM. Disappointments in my heart.
Oh, weird.
What's going on in the chat over here anyway? Let's take a look-see. Drawing the porpoise looks just like me, haha. Just starting, no narrative just yet, lol, skull. No, why? Not just before the prom, she looks so sad. Pizza, you can't leave it on a cliffhanger.
You know what?
Just as Wallace appears.
Recap.
Really?
Let's do a fast recap and just keep going in case it got cut out.
Okay, I have no idea.
So we got this porpoise, she's going to school. She's got a prom, but she's got this creepy porpoise supple nipple.
What?
Pimple.
There you go.
That she has to get a manly whale who wears sunglasses and shoots rainbows out of his unicorns to shed a manly tear, and she'll drink it, and that will cure the pimple so she can go to prom. And she just found him, and I think we can continue from there.
Yeah. Man.
Keep moving forward.
And I'm just sad because
Don't dwell.
I know everyone can still hear me and it's still broadcasting, but it didn't record.
The show must go on.
No record.
The show must go on.
I know, but it just hurts my feelings.
Show must go on.
Fine. Show's going on. Fine. Fine, USTREAM. Let's do this. Let's dance. Where was we? Alright. Entering the lair of the magical whale, the creepy porpoise was faced with a giant walrus. Why? Because they are wonderful. The creepy porpoise stared at the walrus for a moment before asking, "You can't be the magical whale, can you?" The walrus let out a hearty laugh at the silly question and answered, "No, no, no. I'm just the magical whale's personal slave. I mean servant." The creepy porpoise continued to remain baffled at the lack of a whale. "Well, can you take me to the magical whale?" The creepy porpoise laughed. "Well, of course I can. Follow me." Now, being led into the room where the magical whale inhabited, the creepy porpoise looked up in awe at the magical flying rainbow-producing unicorn-horned whale. "You have come to seek greater wisdom, stripling?" The whale questioned the creepy porpoise. "What? No, who needs greater wisdom? I just need you to remove this supple porpoise pimple for me," the creepy porpoise answered. "Well then, you must do a backflip while playing a ukulele and singing a folkly tune. And you must make me jump out of my tail." Huh.
Right.
The whale finished. "Wait, I never read anything about making you jump out of your tail," the creepy porpoise yelled in confusion to the magical whale. "Well, of course, I just added it now." "Why would you do that?" the creepy porpoise questioned further, not amused in the slightest by this add-on. "Because shut up," the whale said finally.
That works for me.
Huffing in annoyance, the creepy porpoise began to do her backflips with the ukulele provided to her as she played a folkly tune. How she managed to do this was simply because she was the creepy porpoise, and creepy porpoise can do anything because the author says so. The only thing she couldn't do was make the magical whale jump out of its tail. "Well, you managed to do 3 of the tasks I set forth, but without you making me jump out of my tail, I don't feel like helping you." The whale spoke with a triumphant tone. The creepy porpoise's face reddened with rage at not being able to complete the unfair and impossible task set before her. This is like a Robert Munch story all of a sudden. It's like the dragon and the paper bag princess. She turned her back to the whale, ready to leave, when an idea hit her. She turned to the magical whale with a sneer on her face. "That's fine, I knew I couldn't make you jump." Are you drawing a sneer?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay. How do you make a porpoise sneer?
It looks like Smiley Bone.
Does look like Smiley Bone. A sneer is more like a
The
Kind of like
prince
a mean
sneered
smile.
at the gift and turned the old woman away.
That's more like a sneer.
But she warned him not to be deceived by appearances, because beauty can be found within.
Unless you have a supple pocus pimple.
Damn. You got a sneer?
Yeah, I think she's sneering.
Nice. Nice hat. Where were we? Fine, I knew I couldn't make you jump out of your tail because you can't wail, the creepy porpoise said as she jeered at the whale. The whale looked affronted by this accusation. Never before anyone had questioned his ability to jump out of his tail. Of course I can, the whale yelled. No, you can't, the creepy porpoise responded coolly. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. This continued to go on until the whale flew up in a passionate rage before screaming, just watch! And with magical motion of his tail and lifted off into the air, the whale jumped out of his tail.
Yeah, it works.
Brilliant. What happened after that? The creepy porpoise let out a large laugh. What's so funny? See, I proved I could, the whale yelled angrily at the creepy porpoise. Yes, you did prove it, but moreover, I made you jump out of your tail, so I'll be having my magic tear now, the creepy porpoise spoke triumphantly. The whale let out a sob of defeat, and with a swift motion of a torso, because they are oh so fast, the creepy porpoise grabbed a glass to collect the tears, the whale cried, bringing the magical tears filled to her mouth, so she guzzled them down in vicious victory, looking at her defeated foe with bragging glory. Soon the magic of the tears took its course and the supple porpoise pimple vanished from creepy porpoise's skin. Now she could go to the porpoise... Wow. That was subtle.
There. No more pimple.
Indeed. Magic tear. Now she could go to the porpoise party prom with clear and supple skin. The whale, however, continued to wail in despair of his loss. The creepy porpoise looked to her defeated foe in both confusion and guilt. Why are you crying so much? It's just some tears, the creepy porpoise asked, looking to the sad whale. I know why you came. You came to get clear skin for your porpoise party prom. Every porpoise who has found me has only found me because they have inflicted with the supple porpoise pimple the night before the prom. And when I cured them, they never took me to the porpoise party prom. I've never gotten to go because I am a whale. The magic whale sobbed in the agony of the many years of never being able to go to the porpoise party prom. Some say the creepy porpoise's heart grew 3 sizes that day, because what she did next brought a look of surprise to the whale's face. What are you tweeting about?
No. Oh.
This is a look of surprise.
Oh, no.
Well, you can come with me. All you had to do was ask if you could come, the creepy porpoise told him. The whale was so happy at the offer given to him by the creepy porpoise that he had lost his voice in pure euphoria. So he and the creepy porpoise went to the porpoise party prom and danced the night away. And from that day on, he and the creepy porpoise traveled the world together because they knew they had a greater porpoise. Sunglasses.
Oh.
Yeah! Dun, 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 dun.
So you're supposed to they had a greater porpoise.
Because you were already wearing them.
Oh, you were like, put them on.
Yeah, I was telling you to get ready.
Oh, I didn't know you were going for that.
Okay. Well, that was part 2 of the creep. Well, technically it's a prequel,
These are
I suppose.
great. Where'd you get this one?
Yeah.
I thought we were going to do an 80s segment.
No. It always ends in in sunglasses.
Yeah!
Wow. Okay, so there you go. That was the Legend of Creepy Porpoise, the supple porpoise pimple.
Thank you,
story.
Chris, the host.
Thank you, Chris, the host. Sorry if this broadcast kind of crashed and froze and ended and made me sad part way.
We don't have a lot of good luck.
Because USTREAM is the vicious, cruel mistress of the sea that creepy porpoise. This antlers are really starting to hurt. Mercy. Let's take a quick look down through some of the comments. Katie does the best recaps. That is the most amazing walrus I've ever seen. Comes from What's Up 1721.
Sweet.
Non-Caveman Dan says, the animation budget on this must be incredible. Those backflips are amazing. We're amazing.
That's a
What's
cool
Up
team of
says,
animators.
viewing the Beast reference for the win. Creepy Porpoise says, ha 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 ha. What's Up says, ha 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 ha. Exclamation mark. Non-Caveman Dan says, love the punchline ending. Creepy Porpoise says, awesome. Thanks you for writing and illustrating and reading everything involved. Big smiley face.
Yeah.
Whew. And jumping over to the Twitter. It crashed on me, says Idness, right before the tail, so I restarted USTREAM, and then you came back. Oh man, Walrus needs to be on a t-shirt. I don't think I've ever heard Porpoise Party Prom so many times before, and you never will again.
There was
Hopefully.
only one Porpoise Party Prom.
Oh, for Blue Genius says, no, an ad came up right when you guys got to the ending, completely missed it. Oh, you'll have to rewatch the recordings, assuming USTREAM isn't evil.
That sucks. I didn't know commercials actually stopped. Like.
Yeah, man. They interrupt everything.
That's
because
evil.
USTREAM is free and unreliable.
We should look into maybe live streaming.
Maybe,
hey,
maybe.
anybody here live stream? How do you
Yeah,
like
do you guys
live
use live
stream?
stream? Is it better?
We're trying to figure out what we're doing here.
Non-Caveman Dan says, thank you, Chris. What's up? Says, thank you, Chris. And Chris, the host, says, no problem, everyone. Wish I could have shared in the enjoyment, but glad you all liked it. I'm pissed off that... I don't know how much got deleted, because we record every episode as well, so for those who miss it can backtrack and watch afterwards, but it just... I just found out, like, halfway through it said stop recording, so I don't know when that happened. Man.
Yeah, what caused it?
Or what caused it. USTREAM. Whew. My face hurts from smiling.
It was a delightful tale.
That was a delightful tale for these holidays. And, live stream isn't good for recording, says Killhound, so there goes that idea.
Boo.
Meanwhile, What's Up says live stream is tons better. Killhound, what's up? Fight! I used to draw for folks, says What's Up, and Killhound says also live stream cuts out at 50. So we couldn't have our glorious, I don't know, 2-hour shows that we don't do all that often.
But when we do, they are.
Anyway, so, yeah, I never noticed it cut out at 50. Oh, man, this is getting vicious. We got Proto Wilson jumping in. I've let it run for 5 hours. We're getting some throwdown. Do I have more homework? Asked Chris, the host. Hey, guys, since Chris isn't watching right now, what should we get him to do for us? Let's get him to write something. Maybe part 3, I don't know. Was there any, like, did the story leave any questions?
I want to hear about Creepy Porpoise's first job after college.
True. Alright, so someone tell, because I don't want to type, someone tell Chris the host we need the story of Creepy Porpoise's first job,
So
or like
you're
internship.
You're delegating the delegations.
Yeah, man.
Because you don't
this
even
is
want to
called
type,
Pyramid
so.
Scheme. So I want you guys to tell Chris...
We're going to have you guys run the show next week, and then we'll just watch it.
I want you guys to tell Chris that we need to know of Creepy Porpoise's first internship as a giving candy to children and children to the... What were they called? The Endermen? Yeah.
Just sounds really creepy.
It was pretty creepy. Speaking of creepy, if you guys have any letters for Santa, Cleaver the Elf might still be around. So you can tweet them in at Katie Shy, and Cleaver will be happy to read out your letter, and that means it's going to come true. Maybe. Oh, hello, we got... Did we ever read this one? Sandy, did you send us the same one to the email as you did to the Twitter? Just double checking, because it's also about USTREAM. Did we ever read that one?
What?
USTREAM? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Just double check for us whether you sent us both.
Well, a couple people said it.
Anyway, whatever. Just send us. You can send your letters to Cleaver the Elf to @KittyShy on Twitter, or on the chat. You can check it up there too. And he might, heaven forbid, he might still be around,
through that wall.
and he might read you guys.
So have you seen that Hobbit trailer?
Oh my gosh, I watched the Hobbit trailer the night it came out.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm waiting to go.
It was so good. I have no idea the name of the dwarves. Yeah, all their names are the same.
It's Dory,
like,
Nori, Owen and Glowin, Biffer and Boffer.
Of course.
Or is there a Biffer?
Maybe. It's a Clug, Mug, Thug, and
Doc,
Tug.
And Bartleby, I don't know. Owen and Glowin and Dory and... Yeah, well...
Yeah, Tolkien wasn't the most original when it came to names. Let's put it that way. Like, he had wacky names,
he made it so
but they made them all the same.
He made them so you know where everyone's from.
The two girl characters are Arwen and Eowyn. Done!
No.
Going to lunch.
Eowyn was like Eomer and all of them, and Theoden. It all sounded similar.
I'm sure it did.
I don't see your giant novel.
Yeah, I'm working on it. My massive 3-part story. Again, says, yes, I emailed you first, but then you said you tweet them. The Hobbit looks awesome, she says, but we have to wait a whole year for it. Remember back when Lord of the Rings was coming out, and like every year we got a new movie?
It was always December 17th.
That was an exciting time.
So excited.
That was a fun time. Like, I think that was the best 3 years of cinema for me, because, like, you know, usually sequels, you're like, here we go.
Yeah.
This is like, oh boy, another one.
Yeah, I was pretty excited.
You know, so.
And it was right, pretty much as soon as high school finished and college started, it was a good time.
What we got? We got Chris saying, Chris, message from Shaggy, Creepy Porpoise's first job. Chris, though, says, okay, I'll try and come up with something. What's up says, Laz, aka Chamber, uses it to stream live. Chris, though, says, I'm so sad. I'm so close, but yet so far to watching. That's a shame. Join us next time. You say something else about the Hobbit? What was it? Sorry, I got distracted by chats and things.
No.
No? Oh.
Just I'm looking. I haven't watched it yet because I'm waiting to see it with Dad.
Oh, he probably already watched it. But
on the big screen TV.
Yeah.
Because when I saw it was there, it was on my cell phone, and I was kind of like,
yeah, don't do that.
Do I watch this on my cell phone?
don't do that.
And then I'm trying not to use the internet up here so I can focus on work. And so it's like the more I draw it out, the more exciting it's going to be when I finally watch it.
On Caveman Dan says, internet hug for Chris. And What's Up joins in on the hugs with 3 S's.
Oh, that's lovely.
Isn't crashing yet. I'm looking forward to it. USTREAM, my favorite time of the year when you crash. Anyhoozle. I brought up really briefly in between the break of Katie grabbing paper or something. I don't know if this got deleted because of the recording.
Oh.
But a man dressed as a grape was on your street.
Oh, I thought you were just making stuff up.
No, that was dead serious. I mentioned him
grape,
in all seriousness. Yes.
It wasn't the guy dressed as a maple leaf?
No, that's another guy.
Because that is a guy.
Yeah, there's a man dressed as a grape and he had big cartoon gloves. And he's all is outside the wine shop. He's you gotta come on in. We got 14 wines and like 20 pizzas. It's all free. And I'm like, that's amazing. But I had to do a live show for you guys.
Aww.
So I didn't enter. But it reminded me of we grew up with our family made mascots. You know, those big plushy costume things that walk around theme parks and sports games and things like that. So in a weird way, it's weird that I say that I know how they're made, I know everything about them, but I also fear them because I know the truth. Whenever I walk by mascots at theme parks and even Disney, I'm like I always kind of avoid them. I always walk around them because I guess I've been doing this forever because I guess as a kid I knew the truth.
Oh, that it wasn't a character.
I couldn't suspend the disbelief that they were like a fun, fleshy character. I knew they were just like some guy behind
working
there.
a shift.
And so I'm like...
Well, you're not going to go hug the grape man.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to hug the grape man, true. But it's just like, it just reminded me of that. I've always never liked mascots, even though like I grew up in the house that made them kind of thing. Or because of that, it may have been why I never liked them. So I know everyone hates clowns. But like mascots, people still seem to like hang out and take pictures with and hug and stuff. But I guess I couldn't...
That's interesting.
Yeah, I couldn't go beyond. So if you ever see me like, mascot walking down the street, I'd cross.
You treat mascots like I treat groups of thugs. And I don't know if I want to handle this situation.
Yeah. Pierre's mint sketch. I share the same fear. Proto Wilson says, "Wait, just a singular grape?
It's just
like a big purple."
No,
it was a thing of grapes. The official. I can lower the camera now that I'm not wearing the antlers anymore.
Oh, why'd you take them off?
Because they hurt after a while. It was a good thing of grapes. I've been that man once or twice, but weird from the other side as well, yeah. I never actually was a mascot. I did do the photo shoots for the company, where like they just need someone to wear the outfit and take pictures.
Oh, yeah.
So I did all the pose and 3/4 turn and this and that, and then make stuff up and whatever. But beyond that, I've worn my share, but I still fear them. I don't like it.
Aww.
It's not truth. Indus is writing so many letters of Santa.
Oh.
I wonder if Cleaver the elf is still around.
What?
Oh, hey, who's that
Cleaver?
cutting a hole through the wall?
Oh, Cleaver!
Cleaver!
Stop it.
Why are you coming through the wall?
I have a skylight. You don't need to cut through my wall.
Guess who's back? There's another letter from Indus. And this one's a shout out to Chris. Dear Santa, give Chris, the host, more clones so he can get more homework done. Smiley face hugs from Indus. Well, if you know anything about the big man, Santa loves clones and cloning, so we'll definitely hook him up with clones. Anyway, gotta get going. More things need to be cleavered.
That looked painful, Cleaver.
Cleaver, you're magic.
Wow.
Okay. So if you guys have any more letters for Santa, You can send them in on the Twitter.
Because I don't think he's
or
got
the
much
chat.
more of that in him.
The Twitter. At Katie Shy on Twitter, or just in the chat if you got a letter for Santa. We will read it. We'll get.
Oh, we will.
Cleaver knows whenever you write, and he'll show up and make his presence known. He knows when you are typing. He knows when you're undefended. Anyway, let's take a look, see if we got anything.
Well, I don't need this if you're not wearing.
Yeah, no. Festivities have ended.
Oh well, just turned on all these lights.
It's terrible down. But yeah, so this weekend, jolly holidays. We got. I guess it's Sunday, right?
Yes.
Sunday, we all open a bunch of gifts and stuff, and we go, yeah, I wanted that, and then we play with toys. What you guys want? You could write it for Cleaver. Segue back. He keeps bringing me back. Cleaver,
my gosh.
try to get away, and Cleaver finds you. Whew. It's actually 8:37. How long do we want this? It's been an hour already, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, unless you guys got any more layers of Santa, I don't know what else I really want to talk about.
Yeah. Because I've mostly just been doing storyboards all week.
That is true. What have I been doing all week? I've been doing a couple
I saw
things.
a turtle yesterday.
Really? How about that?
Yeah, the longest neck I've ever seen on a turtle.
Where did you see a turtle in Toronto?
I was in Ottawa.
Okay. That solves. How was the flight?
It was good. No, it was. I don't get it. The chairs aren't that tiny, and I'm not a huge person. And then it's like business guys, no matter how big they are, they always just take up all the space. And then they've got elbows in my face and like legs against my legs, and just it's awkward, especially when you're not conversing with someone. So it's like, do I say hi now? It's like you're crammed up against the wall.
Hey, how's it hanging?
But it was fun. They only had one kind of free cookie, and there were only 3 kinds left.
Porter usually has a bunch of cookies.
I know, because I usually stuff them in my purse.
And bring them here from me.
Maybe they're wise to me.
Boo.
I tweeted, I'm coming, and then they're like, take all the cookies.
They're like, hide it. They also have free coffee and stuff too, don't they?
Yeah. You need cappuccinos and
Nice. I guess you wanted to bring up the fairy tale thing, right?
Yes. We are part of an anthology called Cautionary Fables and Fairy Tales, being edited together by
Was that a booyah, or what was it?
That was like a booyah.
Okay, just checking.
I don't know what do kids do these days. Booyah. Anyway, the Kickstarter is Kickstarter Indiegogo. It's pretty much all done, except we're still working on our story, but most of the stories are all done. They all look really cool from what I've seen so far, and we're about $2,000 short, I guess, of the Kickstarter goal. So I mean, it doesn't. I think the deadline is in January. So
well, we got Calhoun saying woo,
and
we got Mint Sketch saying yes.
Okay,
Calhoun saying Kickstarter.
Everybody in this awesome anthology has raised about $6,845 of $9,000. So there's 20 days left
to go.
And there's awesome books, there's awesome perks. We're going to be doing a rendition of Tatterhood in it, which is one of my favorite fairy tales because I found it in my grade school as a kid and was just like, what? This thing's wacky. So I'm really looking forward to finishing that up as soon as my board's done. And you're helping me with the rewriting and stuff. And, it's going to be cool.
As it's called.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So if you just Google Cautionary Fables and Fairy Tales, you'll see more info and a little video, and yeah.
That's coming up. What else is coming up? So I'm taking a bit. When I say I'm taking time off next week, that basically just means I'm working on other stuff. We got, I guess, Chapter 13 of Shaggy Beats Twilight has to be made eventually because it has been a while for that one. What else we gotta get done? We have those Gears of War readings from Movember we gotta get through.
How are those going?
Well, the thing is, like, I'm having the whole group is doing it, so I don't really have much control over it. So I'm just basically hoping to see if I can get it done. We have a few chapters to do because a bunch of people donated $25 and said Gears. Creative Porpoise says, yeah, more SRT. Dude, we're right at the point where friggin' Edward twinkles. It's gonna be tense.
It's getting epic, the music. You had that Goldeneye playing.
I had the Goldeneye trailer music lead in, which is kind of like, it starts melody, it goes ba-da, ba-da.
It's pretty badass.
It's like, all right.
Maybe you really want to watch a bunch of Bonds. But they don't have them on Netflix.
No? Not one? I like Golden Finger Guy.
With that finger.
What a guy.
Don't you point it at me.
Was that finger been Golden Finger Guy?
Yeah,
that's not how the song goes.
No, but we used to listen to James Bond theme songs.
Man with a golden gun has a gun
She's
made
like
of
trying
gold
to
fingers.
pitch it. No. Octopussy!
That's the worst. That's the one thing we always caught, because we used to always listen to the James Bond soundtrack when we went on trips. And every James Bond movie from back in the day, the title's in the song, except for Octopussy.
Well, how can you make that a song?
Yeah, because it's just like the worst title ever.
I will make this work.
But then they had what's-her-face from like the Carpenters sing All Time High instead, which sounds like a high school.
Is that Karen Gardner?
Is it? Because it's an all-time high. Da, da, da. I'm like, does this have anything to do with the movie?
It reminds me of night skiing.
Like, at least GoldenEye had golden eyes, golden eye, made of gold fingers.
No, okay.
No, not good? Okay. How the hell did we get to... Alright, yeah, so Shaggy Reads Twilight. One more chapter was owed. 13, don't know what happens after that. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, go to uberfriendship.com, look up the Shaggy Reads section, and you can check out chapters 1 through 13, no, 12, plus bloopers of Shaggy Reads Twilight, as well as the prologue for Shaggy and Team Movember, I guess. Team Molten Lava reads Gears of War as Faux Fields. Nice. So check that out.
Now, you are going to finish Twilight, right? Because it's entertaining. It's the only way I'm figuring out what the story's about.
Oh, yeah.
Is listening to your version.
No, I'm only carrying it on if, let me think, if there's... I only do it for donation for now. Not donation to me, just to other things. Like, I'll find...
Yeah, for different charities.
The first one we did was Movember, because that was kind of the easiest as a charity that I can maintain, but don't have to touch the money at all. Because I want to be able to, like, manage it. Because otherwise, if it's just some website, I have no idea who's donating to them.
Yeah.
So when you can have your own personal account, but you don't touch the finances, that's the scenario I wanted. The second one we did was actually how we got more in touch with Flux Fox, because it was for the Great Strides Walk for cystic fibrosis, which his sister was going through. And thankfully, she now has had the surgery for new lungs, which is awesome. But we raised a couple bucks for that, and that's the chapters I'm doing now, was the last 3 of those. And this is the very final one, so no more Shaggy Reads Twilight, unless you guys can come up with some sort of charity.
Or until next November.
Or until next November, I don't know. The only reason I want November to be more manly, though. That's why I did Gears of War instead. But a bunch of the other guys are doing it too, and it's just kind of getting hard to keep on track who's doing what. Let's see, we got some talk going on, but I think it has more to do with the Fairy Table and Fables. Project should be spelt right. I wanted to support the project. Basically, the money raised thus far is everyone paycheck, and the last 2,000 is printing the books.
Yeah.
It says bad old broken link. If you're trying to post links and stuff on the chat, it doesn't work because it's USTREAM.
You know what? Right after the show, I'll do a post linking to it.
Yeah,
so.
we'll do that. Quickly in this talk, Sane, is there a show next week?
Wednesday?
What are we doing Wednesday? Christmas happens, then it's Boxing Day.
And then we sleep all day.
And then it's like, I'm basically, as I said, I'm going to kind of take next week off just to stay at home and work on projects. Because we also have, what we haven't brought up in a while, is one of the perks for the Indiegogo of Silly Kingdom was the big shout-out video. Where we shout out
spanning so many cities.
Every single person who donated gets a shout out.
We promised we'd give a shout out to everyone who donated to the Indiegogo.
And we filmed it all by now.
And there were a lot of people helping us out, so yeah. And
this writes, Katie, what's the name of the Gears of War book?
Ass Full of Fields?
Ass Full of Fields.
No.
Ha ha, sure. I choked on saying that. Well, yeah, we have recorded every single person's name. I'm going to start cutting, I started cutting together the video when I was doing the Comic-Con footage, and now there's just going to be more of that, and so hopefully by the, I don't know, but it wouldn't be by Christmas, but by New Year's, hopefully you guys will have that video out, because it's going to be pretty straightforward. It might have a few surprises and stuff in there, but it's going to be a long video now that I think about it, because there's a lot of names.
Yeah.
There's over, like, a lot.
It is a lot. And it's going to be so, like, crazy watching because it's just cut.
Yeah, it's just going to be, like, different ambient noises.
Yeah, we're not even, like, keeping to, like, comfortable cuts where it's, like, someone's over here and then, oh, there's a bit of a shot and then back to... It's just, like, face, backwards, everything.
I might grab some sort of, copyright-free background music I can slip in there just to make it more bearable for you guys, but...
that'd be good.
Yeah, definitely that's something to look into. Anything else we want to point out? Buttons, Creepy Porpoise, shipping. Oh, we got Creepy Porpoise's name, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Elizabeth, yeah.
No, wait, don't tell everyone else.
Azaba.
Porpoise. Cool. Okay, so unless anyone else has any other letters to Cleaver the Elf. Oh, here we go. On the Twitter, we got Thornbrough. Nick. What?
Were you saying that backwards?
Nick. Oh no, it's N. Thornbrough.
Oh, Nick
there you go.
Thornbrough.
Nick Thornbrough.
Cool.
Got Silly Kingdom in the mail today and really liked it. Thanks for the sketch too.
Okay, yeah, I gotta do a plug for Nick.
Oh, what is it? And a picture of the book over on Nick's side of the world.
Nick
He's grabbing.
Thornbrough is one of the editors and creators of the Anthology Project, which I was lucky enough to be invited to do a story to for the second book, and it's a
we can jump back to close-up cam for this one.
Yeah. These are a pair of gorgeous anthologies. Here's the first one. The cover was illustrated by Joy Ang, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, basically, it was a bunch of. I think the first one might be mostly Canadian, but it's a bunch of people who work in video games and animation just really want to get together and make a comic anthology. And there's some really beautiful, awesome, funny, really good stories in it. Here's the second one. Gorgeous yellow cover. A lot of really great, colorful, wonderful art in here. It's got a short story by me. And you can find these on the Anthology Project website, which I think is just theanthologyproject.com. But yeah, awesome books. And thank you so much for ordering a copy of Silly Kingdom, Nick. That's awesome.
Cool, cool. Yeah, I guess we can start wrapping up. It's almost been an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So, final wrap-up news, I guess, book you're seeing right here. Silly Kingdom, Alan Grimrickshaw's 211th birthday. Available at the store. Just go to sillykingdom-comic.blogspot.com.
We're going to work on getting an actual website
at some point.
Yeah, but right now the blog works.
And there will be links to the Big Cartel store where you can get the digital PDF version for $4 or the printed version for $10 and shipped for you during, well, when you buy it in December. You don't pay shipping, so if you live in crazy places like Australia, we're going to send it to you. Ludicrous. We're going to send it to you guys, sans shipping, so you save on that. Only in December.
That's our way of saying thank you for being so patient.
We won't be able to start shipping until... When did we say?
Like the first week of January.
First week of
January?
Just
after all the craziness of the holidays and deadlines, we'll start shipping out all your books.
If you're an Indiegogo member, we're constantly shipping them out. We've made it pretty much through the 30s and a bit through the 40s, and we're getting our way up to the 75s and 100s.
Yeah.
Those ones, of course, include larger packaging because it's prints and stuff.
Yeah, we're just trying to make sure we have enough stuff in it to keep it safe so post guys don't bend it. But I think we're doing okay with that.
Yeah, no, it's going pretty well.
Yeah, so we'll probably be doing that all tonight.
Yeah,
to get those out this week.
Unfortunately, these ones probably won't make it to you before the holidays, because unless you live in Canada, maybe the States.
But I mean, I like getting cards after the fact because it's
I
extra
love getting
cheers.
them after
so
the fact.
I mean, yeah,
I hate getting things on time.
I know. In fact, when there's a present under the tree, I'm just like, wow.
And I kick it.
You kick it?
Maybe a little.
Huh.
Cool. I think that's about everything. Does Cleaver the Elf have anything left to say? I'm looking over there. He always shows up on the table.
Whoa.
Hey, Cleaver.
So happy nondescript holidays to all, and to all a good cleaving.
I'm gonna stop doing that.